Hey everyone, welcome to Secondhand Blasters. This is Normatico here, and you know what? Today is Thursday, which means, well, like any other day, Hasbro is going to release another Fortnite blaster. We actually are going to be reviewing a blaster that I was able to score off of the marketplace at a pretty decent price. That's why I went ahead and actually purchased it. Normally this blaster retails for $33. This one I was able to find supposedly new in box for $17, so that's right around half price. I was like, okay, you know what? Let's go for it. We are looking today at the SMG-ZESTY. Ignore the box damage there. The SMG-ZESTY. Zesty. That sounds like a pop soda brand. Zesty. Drink Zesty. Anyways, it even kind of looks like the old Sprite colors with the green and yellow. So the Zesty itself, I've seen it on the store shelves at Target, and I've always looked at it and said, okay, what's the big deal? You guys went ahead and rebadged a Retaliator, a Recon, any of the other top prime blasters that just has detachable attachments. So what's the big deal about this blaster? Because of that, I never actually picked it up off the shelves until I got the deal that I got off the marketplace and was like, all right, well, let's check it out. So we're gonna actually open up this box. It does look kind of repackaged. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think this was exactly brand new, but we'll see if I was hosed or not. All right, so we got our lucky box cutter here. Let's go ahead and cut open the tape. This is definitely not the original tape that this blaster came with. This looks like it was most certainly repackaged by somebody. And from what I can tell, this is something that somebody purchased and then either did not pick up at a Target or did return. Alright, well, it looks like everything's in here. Let's go ahead and start cutting things out. We got our Zesty magazine. That looks like it holds up to 10 darts. There's tape all over this thing. We have our Zesty core blaster. It actually looks pretty cool with the green, I'm not gonna lie. Our darts that are in our wonton packaging. Instructions that nobody really reads. Our barrel that is detachable. That's kind of cool because, you know, they have this tendency to sometimes make barrels that once they clip on, they don't come off. And our detachable stock. Let's go ahead and actually take out our darts and see what these darts look like. I'm kind of excited. I always like multicolored darts. I'm easily pleased. And we have the green darts with the yellow tips. So we have a theme here, green and yellow. Lemon and lime. Zesty. Assuming that everyone has seen how to put a blaster together, I'm going to go ahead and do that, and we're going to switch back views so we can talk about this blaster more. Okay, so we have the blaster out, and I will let you know, starting off the bat, that this blaster was actually manufactured in India. I know, I'm not saying that to disparage anybody. It's just that there is some talk out there about, oh, why is there overseas manufacturing? Hasbro does a lot of their stuff in Thailand, in India, in Vietnam, and in China. This one comes from India. Now, I will tell you, though, that right off the bat, the blaster itself, it has a pretty solid plastic to it. There's not much bend, not much give, so it feels like virgin plastic. I will also say, though, that being aside, this feels pretty cheaply designed. Let me explain. You have a target sight there that does not have a reticule, which is kind of like, what's the point then? The iron sight back here, it does line up, but it's not your usual iron sight that you would actually get. I would expect some sort of notch with a sight in the front. You do have an actual jam door that's right here. It's kind of hidden in there. You can go ahead and actually put your finger in, so it is better than some of the jam doors I've seen, but it still could be a little bit better. This is the part that bothers me. This is supposed to be a selector switch in a standard weapon that would let you select from burst to full-on auto. It's there, I guess, but it's very sunken in. It's almost like an afterthought, like, hey, let's just carve this in. Instead of actually elevating it out and molding it better, they just did that. The removable stock itself, it does start up here, so you can't really use this with any other blaster. It is made for the Zesty, and it's a shame, because what's the point of having a removable stock if you can't use it with other blasters and make it look okay? You just have the Fortnite logo here. There's no real, like, decorations here. This is not like the other SMG, the flywheel one, where it had all the cool little carvings on it, and it had, like, things etched into the actual shell of the blaster to make it look like it was battle damaged. No, this one is just it. It's there. So I don't know what we're paying $33 for. Hopefully it performs really well, because that would be nice to get really good performance out of a Fortnite blaster for a change for $33. But I mean, this is just, you're paying $33 for a kid's toy. So I want some kind of frills for this, especially when Hasbro basically took their same design that they've done for over 20 years now and just slapped a Fortnite logo on it. I could really pull out my Retaliator, or I could pull out my Recon Mark II, my Recon Mark III. I could go all the way back in time to like the early 2000s, pull out my original Recon CS6 from the End Strike series, and it is the same blaster. Oh, I'm sorry, this one doesn't have a tactical rail. Yeah. That's why it's $30. You don't get a tactical rail for it. That's obviously the price difference. Speaking of tactical rails, this does follow the trend that I had noticed before, that Fortnite does not like to include tactical rails on blasters that do not actually have scopes with them, which is kind of a shame, because you're paying a premium, you're paying the Epic tax, the Epic Games tax, and I want something more than what I'm getting with these. If I have a kid who likes to collect the Fortnite blasters, me as a parent, I'm going to be a little bit disappointed, because they keep on releasing overpriced crap that just, it's not a bargain. At $33, this is not acceptable. I will tell you, at least so far. I might change my mind with my final thoughts, but my initial thought is that this is not acceptable. So we are going to actually run it through the chrono. We're going to do an accuracy test, and I'm also going to do a distance test. Good thing is that I've made the past couple of videos where I haven't been able to actually go out to a parking lot because of an injury. That has actually healed up quite a bit, so I am able to do a true distance test now. So yay! We're going to get the real distance on this, and we're going to get the tests coming up soon for the chronograph. And then we'll be back with my final thoughts. Okay, so it is time for another indoor accuracy test with the Zesty. We're going to be shooting about 25 feet of distance using the elite darts that come with this stock. 25 feet, target area is between the two doors. Obviously, this does not have a crosshair in the quote-unquote target reticule, so we'll see. Let's see how many out of 10 we can actually hit the target. I think I maybe hit 2 out of 10. It's elite darts. I don't expect that much accuracy. Definitely not pinpoint accuracy. However, I mean, they weren't completely way off. I mean, not by more than 1.5 feet. Ugh. Okay, so we're out on the range and we're going to be doing a distance test with the SMG-ZESTY wrap. I'm going to be doing a couple of different shots. We're going to do with the barrel on and off as well, angled as well as straight shots, and see just how far this blaster can go. I'm going to do a quick dart recovery and we'll see exactly how far this went. Stay tuned for the pictograph. Okay, so we got a maximum distance of 75 feet with one of the angled shots. The other one, oddly enough, with the barrel off, it only got to 60 feet, so that's kind of surprising. Both of the straight shots made the same distance at 45 feet, so it's an okay range. I've seen better ranges on other blasters, but, you know, for an 8 and up toy, that's not bad. Up next, we're going to do our final thoughts. So here are my final thoughts regarding the SMG-ZESTY wrap by Hasbro with Fortnite. Yet another Fortnite blaster. I get why it was made. The SMG, it is a weapon available in the game, and that's cool. The Zesty, the green wrap, look, this is really cool. I like the green. Green is a fun color. The green and yellow looks nice. Like I said, it reminds me of Sprite. But can I say that? Whatever. I don't care anymore. I will point out that it's actually painted on both sides, so it has that going for it. You have the yellow on both sides. You have the yellow, I guess, fake mode switch from burst to full auto, which is kind of funny. So at least it has that decoration on both sides. that's more than what can be said about a lot of the Hasbro offerings recently. I will tell you that Fortnite, at least when it comes to the decoration on both sides, they tend to do that right, even though they might script on certain things, such as performance. I noticed that the performance on this blaster was at sub-elite ranges for the most part. I believe that the lowest that we got was at a low 60. I did get to see a high of a mid 70, so at least there was that, but that was a one-off. I did notice while I was actually doing the chronograph test that the harder you actually pull back on the trigger, the faster the dart goes. That is not an uncommon thing with Nerf blasters. I've noticed that a lot lately. However, if you're just playing standardly, you don't actually want to be able to slam your finger back against that trigger. I kind of want that performance, just standard. I don't want to have to manipulate the blaster any more than just pull and shoot. Pull trigger, pull prime handle and shoot. I shouldn't have to do more than that. I shouldn't have to do that to get at least 70 feet per second. The barrel, I definitely noticed that there was some drag on the chronograph. It did not show up in the accuracy tests. The accuracy test, this blaster was inaccurate as all heck. I think I only hit like maybe 2 targets. So, yeah, no. This is not an accurate blaster. And it certainly is not accurate using standard elite darts. So, if you do happen to pick up one of these, make sure to pick up some of the waffle-tipped darts. That way, you're actually going to hit the intended target. Again, when I shot down the hallway, I was aiming between the 2 doors, and on more than one occasion, it seemed like the dart was going straight, and then suddenly it would veer to the right or veer to the left. Now, I can't honestly give that all blame to the blaster. That is on the elite darts themselves. Nerf elite darts are notoriously bad about aim. So take that with a grain of salt. I do enjoy the detachable stocks. The fact that you can actually take this off and do kind of a 4-in-1 conversion with this, that's kind of fun. But I really do wish that they would have done something better than this. Only because, again, you could go ahead and actually just take this off and use this on another blaster. Now it doesn't want to come off. There we go. So there's that. You do have the sharp edge here, so be careful if you take this off that you don't actually, knock someone on the head with it. And this trigger, I mean, this is disappointing. Look at that. Look at that. It's kind of hard to get an accurate aim with the way that this sight is lined up without having a crosshair or anything. You have a big circle there, so it's not the most accurate blaster to begin with. Distance-wise, I will say that the barrel did not affect the distance at all. On the contrary, the barreled shots got farther distance than the non-barreled shots. Let me repeat that. The barreled shots got farther distance than without the barrel. That is something I am not used to. Normally, when I take off a barrel, the distance goes farther because of the fact that the darts fly out faster from the actual blaster itself. So there wasn't much muzzle braking as it shows in the chronograph. The chronograph, again, with this barrel on, we didn't break 70. With it off, we broke 70 on more than one occasion. So I don't get that. I can't explain that. So yeah, $33 is what this actually costs at Target right now. It is still on the store shelves. If you want to pay $33, you know what? Let me go ahead and actually tell you what you can do with $33. You can actually send that to me via Cash App at $NJRP, and I will be more than happy to send you one of my blasters that is better than this. You just have to pay that plus shipping. I'll give you a rival blaster for that price. Do not buy this for $33. Wait for it to be on sale. And I guarantee you it will be on sale. You have heard me recommend a vendor before on eBay, Bullseye Deals. I have seen them actually have this blaster every now and then for as low as $15.99. That's an okay price. If you can find it on the marketplace, somebody who's getting rid of it because they got it and their kid just did not enjoy it, and they want to sell it to you for like $15, $20, okay, that's all right. Again, it is a fun blaster.
for a child, but this is going to end up on a shelf. Mainly because of the fact that there are better offerings out there. You could buy a Retaliator for much less, and you can go ahead and actually get better stock performance with it and modify it without a problem. So that's my final thoughts regarding the Zesty. I do want to go ahead and actually thank you all for watching Secondhand Blasters. We are very close to that 100 subscriber mark, so be prepared. You're going to be seeing a video soon telling everyone, shoot me an email, tell me, Normatico, I want a free blaster. But until then, keep on blasting.